It's another episode of the Concord Athletics Senior Spotlight. My name is Wes McKinney. So happy you've joined us. Joining me is outfielder Madi Cupp of the softball team. Maddie, so great to have you with us today.
Good to be here. Thank you.
So everyone has their own journey to Concord, and that's normally how we start these things off. So I guess, just kind of take me back to, your junior year, maybe your senior year of high school, and then just go from there until you get to campus.
Well, it's a little different for me. I initially didn't go to play softball in college. I went to community college in Roanoke, Virginia, and I was just playing on my travel ball team because I was like the max age you can, and that's how I got recruited. So I was a sophomore in college, freshman in college when I got recruited. So I ended up transferring to play ball, and that's how I ended up at Concord.
Yeah, so how did the conversation start with you and Coach Tassler? Because as you said, you're at a community college there in Roanoke. So I guess how did things kind of start with the conversation of you coming to Concord?
Well, I was on a showcase team, so that's pretty much the whole point of that is to be recruited. So she was there watching another girl on my team at the time, and I guess she liked how I played, so she sent me an email, and here I am.
Yeah, so not only did you go to school in Roanoke, but you went to Hidden Valley High School, which is also in Roanoke. I know you didn't play with Abby Beatty and Kylie Kent, two softball alums, but did you know them? So did that kind of clue you in on Concord any?
Yeah, I've grown up playing against them. They were my high school rival team, but we've played on travel teams together, so we've known each other for a long time. I knew of Concord.
Yeah, so how much different was not only high school to community college ball, but from a community college to college ball?
Well, I didn't play at the other school because they didn't have a team, but it was totally different because I was living at home and then transferred to, university, playing ball. It's a lot of good, different changes, but yeah.
Yeah, so what was that transition like, I guess, I assume the pitch speeds are faster. Obviously, people run faster on the bases. So I guess what was maybe the most difficult thing in that transition?
The pitching, the ball moves more in college. It's faster. I didn't see a whole lot of competition. Kylie and Abby's team was always good. But, yeah, the movement of the ball, the speed of the runners, it's all different.
I looked at your recruiting class earlier today before we did this interview, and I think there was 5 people in your recruiting class, and you're the one remaining. What's that like to kind of be, I guess, maybe the last samurai, so to speak, of that recruiting class from, I guess it would have been 2017?
It's weird. I don't know. Different to think about.
Yeah, so you get on campus, and I guess how easy was it to mesh with this team? Because obviously they've had a lot of success in previous years before you get here, but just on stuff you see on social media of you guys are so tight knit. Like, I assume that had to be an easy adjustment from just a people perspective, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm myself as an introvert, but they made me like the team themselves. It just makes it easy. We all get together, get along, and it's good transition. Yeah.
And
sure.
and then also went back and looked at some other notes from your recruiting profile. And yes, you're an outfielder by trade, but you also did some catching in high school. Do you think you could still, to this day, put on the gear and go out there and catch a few innings?
I would give it my best shot, but I don't know if that's the best one for it.
Sure. Now, last season, obviously, a great year for the program. 38 wins, a single season record for Concord. When was kind of the moment when you guys realized, hey, we can have something special here?
I guess when we got into conference, well, it started out in South Carolina, and from there we were a little rough and shaky, but we started playing well better together, and from then that's when we were like, we got something good. So we went off that.
Right, and I assume the competition within the team, obviously, in fall ball, it's such a long grind. I assume that the competition was pretty intense because you guys knew you had something special, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So let's kind of fast forward in that season last year. Yeah, you guys are having a great season, but you guys get to the conference tournament and you guys lose your first game and your backs are against the wall, and then the storms come in Salem, Virginia. The rest of Friday gets washed out of that weekend in May. And then you guys go on this unbelievable run
Yeah.
all day Saturday. You guys win 4 games, 4 elimination games. Unbelievable run. I guess what was kind of the feeling around the team heading into Saturday and then throughout those games?
Mm-hmm. Well, we kind of realized like that was our last time to shine, and we knew we had something great, so we wanted to prove how good we were, and we did.
Yeah, and obviously, like I said, the 4 elimination games, you guys win. You make the NCAA tournament, in part because of what you guys have done in the regular season, but obviously that Saturday in Salem was a huge factor as well. So, what was the feeling around the team as you guys are getting ready for the NCAA tournament? I mean, I assume you guys had to be pretty loose because, hey, we just did that in the conference tournament. There's literally no pressure on us anymore, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's always a little bit with you getting into regionals. You don't play those teams as much, but we were on hot fire, so I mean, we were ready. It was a good time.
Sure. Now, let's look at this season, and you guys get off to a pretty solid start once again, and you individually hit your first home run. First collegiate home run comes against Malone there on March the 8th. I guess first, 2-part question. What's that feeling like to hit your first ever collegiate home run? And then 2 is take me kind of inside that at bat, if you would.
Well, the feeling was incredible. Like, I can't even describe it. First, you don't know it's coming, obviously. And then in that at-bat, I mean, I was fouling off good hits to the other field, and I was like, I just got to wait on the ball. And I waited a little bit longer, and there it went. It's unbelievable.
So what was the count on that home run?
Oh, gosh. I'm not good with counts.
Okay, it's okay.
I know I had 2 strikes.
Okay, sure. Okay, perfect. So, last thing here for you, Maddie, as we wrap up. You, along with the 3 seniors from the class of 2016, Amber Stokes, Jenna Witt, Darby Fitzpatrick, what is one thing, I guess, within that class that you always carry with you throughout the rest of your life?
Definitely friendship, family. Like, they'll forever be my friends. The softball program has made us so close. It's great.
Maddie, we thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.